Today we are discussing what it takes to be a millionaire through investment, how to become a millionaire through investment. And many people want to know, okay, because many people are working, many of you are working today, you're employed, but somehow you believe some of the things that I've been sharing with you on this channel, and you are thinking, okay, what if I want to invest? Because since I'm busy working, but I have a little bit of money, how much can I invest, or how do I invest to become a millionaire? We are looking at some calculation today to see which of this one you can play, and you can be sure that if I do this with this in mind, I'm on my way to becoming a millionaire after this period of time. So let's look at some calculation today on the board and see how easy it is for you to become a millionaire playing the financial game. The first example that I have here is assuming you have a lump sum of $500,000, or 500,000 rands. Sorry, you have a lump sum of 500,000 rands today, and you are still working. And you thought, okay, I want to be a millionaire, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Very simple. You can find, and of course, when you want to invest, just like anything else you do, whether investment or business, you do research, you ask questions, you make comparisons. You don't just say, okay, this is all that I've heard or all I know, and this is all I'm going to be doing. No, you make comparisons, you ask questions, and then you see which one best suits your goal, your financial goal. So the first I have here is, if I have a 500,000 rands today, still employed, all I can do is to look for an investment, maybe buying treasury bill, bonds, shares, or a unit trust that offers me at least 12% return on investment, ROI, 12% return on investment. And if I invest that money for 10 years, this 500,000 rands will give me 1,650,193 rands. So I can multiply my 500,000 rands by investing it in any vehicle that gives me 12% return on investment for 10 years and multiply it to more than 3 times. So if you have that kind of lump sum of money, and of course you can determine, maybe you have R1 million already, or you have 300,000 rands, or 400,000 rands, or 200,000 rands, whatever amount of money you have, you can play that game, and you'll be sure that you'll be on your way, if not to a millionaire, you'll be very close to $1 million rands in 10 years. And then, of course, not many people will have that much money. Not many are going to have 500,000 rand to say, okay, I have this money and I can dump it somewhere and forget about it for 10 years. Not many will be able to do that. But maybe you are able to do as little as 5,000 rands. You know, after all your expenses, you'll be able to save at least 5,000 rands. Now, that money, don't save it. Rather, invest it in a vehicle, just like we discussed earlier on. You invest the money in a vehicle like that. So what do? A 5,000 rands at 12% return on investment, invested for 10 years, will give you 1,166,695 rands. So if you can save you can invest 5,000 rands every month. So meaning that you open an account with one of those investment agencies, and then every month 5,000 rands go from you to them, and you do this consistently for 10 years. At the end of 10 years, that 5,000 rands you have been moving aside will have amassed up to over R1 million rands. So that's another way to become a millionaire as a busy employee. You can let 5,000 out of your income per month work for you to push you into your realms of millions. Number 3 is, if you are able to, you have a little bit more money, you can part with 10,000 rands every month. You push it somewhere. Doing the same thing we are saying, a 12% return on investment in 10 years, 10,000 rand that goes from you every month to that investment will give you 2.3 million. So you can do it with a 10,000 rand, and you'll be on your way to becoming a millionaire. The same thing, maybe number 3 example, maybe you have that kind of capacity. You see, and of course, with everything, you make decision, and then you are committed to it. Consistency is key when it comes to investments. The consistency is key. So imagine you can play 15,000 rands. You have extra 15,000 rands every month, and you decide to push this money into an investment at 12% return on investment, per year. In 10 years, 15,000 that goes from you will give you 3.5 million. So you can still be an employee, and within 10 years period of time, you are a millionaire as an employee. And then maybe you don't have that much. You can't go 5,000. You can't do 10,000. You can't even do 15,000. All right. Look at 2,500, 2.5, going from you to an investment that gives you 12% return on investment in 20 years. In 20 years, you will even make more money than somebody who part with 10,000 rands. But now is that you will have to play the game for a longer period. So a 2.5 at 12% return on investment in 20 years will give you 2,500,369. So you can, with 2,500 every month that you put in an investment, in 20 years have over 2.5 million. Or you can even do 5,000. If you can play 5,000 games for 20 years. Now, the reason why I'm talking about 20 years is because almost all the people working today who have bought houses using the bank loan are playing a 20 years game with a bank loan, right? So imagine you can spare 5,000 every month. Now, and I'm not sure that there is anyone who actually bought a house from the bank that is paying less than 5,000 rands. I'm not sure. There may be, but I'm not sure. Majority of those paying rent or paying mortgages are paying over 5,000. Many of them are over 10,000 rands per month. Now think about it. If you have a 5,000 rands invested for 20 years at 12% return on investment, that 5,000 rand will give you 5 million in 20 years, which is the same period of time it takes you to pay off your mortgage, your house mortgage. The house you bought for 1 million that you are paying, 13,000 for, or 14 or 15,000 rands for per month. You make 5 million just with 5,000 rand. With 5 million, you can buy a massive building. A massive building. And yet you only spend 5,000 rand. And then if you have 10,000 to spare, 10,000 at 12% return on investment in 20 years, you're talking about 10 million rands. That's like 500,000 US dollars. You see how easy? You don't have to leave your job. Continue working. You are a faithful employee. Keep working. But as you work, let your money also work. You see? So that's one of the ways to have multiple streams of income. You are working as one stream, your employment, your salary is one stream of income, and then your return on investment that you are doing is another stream of income. So what has happened? You now have two streams of income. Working as an employee, and your money is working as an investment. So there's no mystery to becoming rich. You see, many of us who have bought houses from the bank are paying way more than 10,000 rands. And we are going to pay that amount of money for the next 20 years. You can multiply, just do your own calculation. Maybe you are paying 12,000 rands now as mortgage on your house. Imagine what you will do with 12,000 rands in 20 years. Just do your calculation and see how much you're going to get. It's about 15 million thereabouts. Some people pay 15,000 rands per month, and they're going to pay for the next 20 years. That's over already close to 20 million in 20 years. You see, look at this. You have a lump sum of money, a lump sum that you can invest, 300,000 rands that you got from somewhere, that comes to you. And today, you don't really have a need for that money. You can invest a 300,000 rands invested at 12% return on investment in 10 years will give you 990 100,000 rands. So the money works and multiply itself 3 times. The same 300,000, if you invest it for 20 years, will give you 3.2 million rands. See how easy it is to be a millionaire. How easy it is. So imagine if you just happen today upon somehow a 300,000 enter your hands or 500,000 rands enter your hands. Don't change your lifestyle. This is not the time to buy a car, or to go on vacation, no. It's not the time to misbehave. Take that money and look for an investment that can give you 12% or more. That money, give it time. That happen in your hand can be what will make you a millionaire. You see, so that is the only way. A channel like this is one of the only way that an employee can become a millionaire while still being fully employed. And I've said that if the bank have faith that you will be employed for 20 years, and you should also have faith that you're going to be employed for 20 years. You see, and all that it would require for you to become a multi-millionaire, even while you are still an employee, is to do what? Make a decision to be an investor, to invest your money, and then while you invest it, decide also to be committed, stay committed, consistent to that decision. And in 20 years or 10 years, as the case may be, you will have been listed amongst the millionaires. So look at it. I use this as an example, but there's more you can do. I mean, you can see that I like to that's the way I like to do my thing. I sit down with calculators and just simulate. I do what we call scenario planning. You simulate, okay, you play with numbers. It will tickle something in you. So as you are looking at yourself now and looking at your current salary and income, you already can tell which of these games you will play to become a millionaire. And it will happen. Thank you for participating. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.